Dear friends, Namaste. Uh, Today we will try to understand one very important point, which is very much helpful, which can act like a catalyst for any in any spiritual journey or inward journey, in self-knowing, or when you are going for self-knowledge. This point can act like a catalyst, a natural catalyst. That is my understanding, and today I will introduce what is my understanding, and please give a thought on this. Okay. So to start with, I will start with a story. Like, once in a village there was a father and two sons, and all of them are their job is to they are thieves, right? They are going to rob the people, and that is livelihood. That is their livelihood. So once in the night they went to the village to rob the people, and it became in morning while they are returning. And when they are returning to home, in one of the temple, a guru is preaching about good life, good deeds. One of the guru is teaching, and immediately the father said, "Close your ears." Okay, close your ears and don't listen to the guru. And the father and other son, they both closed their ears and they went ahead. But one of the son, he got curious that what this guru is telling all about, and all along the way he listened to the guru. He listened to the guru, what he is saying through the mic or whatever. He listened to the guru, and for the rest of his life he lived in conflict. Okay, so this is a very interesting story to explore, not to just read as a story and put it aside. But if you explore, it is really very helpful, I feel. Really important to understand what has happened there. So if you see the psyche of that son who has listened to the story, see, his basic nature, right? His basic nature is to rob people and kill them, or try. His nature is to steal. The other person is never important, right? This is his nature. But here he listened to a guru who spoke completely in a different aspect. Like, there is another kind of life which is much more peaceful and happy, right? And that is the reason the father said, don't listen to the guru, right? So you can see the psyche of that. This happens. See, now we can leave that story. Actually, it happens in our lives. In our lives, it happens. Whenever we read some motivational quotes, we try to implement, and then we fail, and we end up in conflict. Suppose you have read about discipline, waking up in the early morning and eating right food, doing some exercises for your body. And when you listen to somebody who is passionate about taking care of his body, you feel like you also want to do. But the laziness, which is with which we are living for years, that it exists in us, right? So there is a conflict. You listen to a person who is taking very good care of his body, and you feel that it is important, but the nature is something else. So there is a conflict. Okay, so here also it is same. And if you see, there are two things. Two things can happen. He can ignore the guru, and he can live like a thief again. But if he lives like a thief, right, that is also danger, right? He may end up in jail, or he may end up his life, or he may kill others. There is so much pain. So it is same. See, I have listened to you. You are taking good care of your body, right? I listen to you. I think that it is important, but I don't implement it, right? So in both ways it is dangerous. That means if I ignore you, it is dangerous, right? But if I see the truth and I don't act upon it, it is dangerous. You see, in this story, the thief, he lived for his rest of his life in conflict. Even that is not a good thing, right? Constantly in friction, in losing energy, trying to become somebody, but by nature we are something. Trying to achieve or trying to become somebody, but never making a step further. Only in thinking that I am becoming, only in thought process, I am saying to myself that I became somebody just by doing some superficial changes to me. I am thinking, I am feeling happy. But again, when the health gets bad, there is suffering, right? So there are two things, right? He can continue like a thief. So this is dangerous. He may end up in jail, or his life is in danger. The society, if he gets caught, the society will kill him, right? Otherwise, the second is living in conflict for his entire life, for the rest of his life. Okay, if you see, both are not desirable, and if we have to compare, right, if we have to see, this is much better life than this, right? This is much better. Even though, see, we have talked about it clearly, the dangers, right? He don't get any social respect. There are dangers, but still, this is much worse. This is much worse than this. Living in conflict means living in masks. I am something inside. I will project myself as as a good person. Inwardly, I am self-centered person, but I project myself as though I am a good person. I am loving all people. So this projection is a constant friction and pain, right? So what is the solution? Rather than solution, if we see, if the thief, suppose, if he has seen the whole experience, right, the whole experience of conflict as an outsider, okay, there he might find some solution, right? I will explain you what I mean by outside. Suppose, he is living in conflict, and suddenly, suppose he realized that what happened to me? Since before listening to the Guru, I was doing whatever I am doing, and there is suffering, but it is a different kind of pain. It's a constant one. Why ended up like this? Right? If he has seen as an outsider, then he will understand the whole thing. He can understand. That means my nature is something, and the Guru has given me the exact opposite direction. So, and this is causing, so that the knowledge from outside is the actual problem, right? That is the actual problem. That has given birth to conflict in my life, right? And that is not the end. So this is the reason real teachers like Ramana Maharshi or Jiddu Krishnamurti or Nisarga, any real teacher, they say, be independent of my teachings. This is the reason they say, be independent of my teachings. Because as long as that it is outside, it is bound to create conflict. Okay, you see the thief, he has there is conflict in his mind, right? And once he has seen as an outsider, the relationship changes to the teachings. Now there is no pain of becoming a good person. You see the small thing, you have to understand this very, very clearly. There is no desire to become good person. There is no desire to become good person, but just understanding of what he said. Right? See the difference. Before he is trying to become and also trying to understand. Now he has seen the danger of becoming, because becoming breeding conflict within. So he eliminated that becoming. Now he is saving energy, because he don't want to become a good person, but he is trying to understand. You see, the energy he is gathering the energy. Before he is losing through conflict, now he is gathering, right? In that gathering, with that energy, if he can go, then he can digest. He can digest the outside knowledge, and now once he digests, it is his own. It is no more outside knowledge. It is his own. You see, and if you see very subtle point here, see, once this conflict is out, you are out of conflict, you are a happy being. Your heart is full of happiness, because as long as you are in conflict, you cannot be happy, right? But once you see as an outsider and see the dangers of conflict, and once you are out of it, you got the energy and you are a happy human being, right? And this is very crucial point. Only a heart full of happiness, again this is my understanding, only a happy man can understand any teaching. It's not that if you read Buddha you will become happy. No, this is my understanding. Please examine. Go approach Buddha as a happy being. Approach Buddha teachings as a happy human being. If you are approaching any teaching, anything, when you are trying to understand something, if you go with a miserable, burdened mind, you cannot understand. You see, if you want to get something, go with happiness, go with sense of freedom. Freedom in the sense, there is no need to become anybody. There is no need to become a good person, but still you want to understand what he said. They are profound teachings, no doubt about them. They are enlightened people. It is no doubt about them. But more than all those things, what is important is your life. This life energy is more important, and the order and happiness is really important. So my point is this: approach any spiritual teachings, anything, any real guru. See, we are not talking about all the fake gurus who can just talk. But the real ones who actually lived their teachings. You see, people like Buddha, they lived their teachings. It's not that they just talked. What they have told, they lived upon them. They behaved, right, with that love and compassion. Their life is full of love and compassion. So we are talking about them. Even when if you are lucky, if you are fortunate, if you came into contact with those such teachings, if you are fortunate, then you will come to, I feel, if you are fortunate, then you will come to contact with such profound teachers. Even there is a danger if you don't approach them with happiness, with freedom. So this is very, very important, I feel. When you are approaching any profound teacher, try this. Please try this. Approach them with happiness, with freedom. Go to them. What is freedom? What is happiness? Means you don't want anything. You just want to understand. You don't want to become anybody. Because see, the people enlightened, they are on top of the hill, and I am here. And I'm suppose I am telling, and I am here. And from here, out of love and compassion, they are talking. They are seeing the whole picture of life, right? They are seeing the whole picture. But from here, without taking a step further, I want to see the view. You see, this is very important. See, here and I am here, and they are seeing the beautiful overall picture of life itself. They are seeing, okay, the enlightened beings. I am here. I'm desiring all the time this. I'm desiring all the time. I want to get this view. Okay, in like this thief, conflict, in struggle, in effort. Somewhere I realized that no, even after doing all this, not even a single step I have moved, right? And then I took a courage to take rest. I said, okay, sir, I want to take rest. I want to be what I am for a moment. If you can, I don't want to, for time being, I don't want to reach, because I'm seeing that for years, I'm thinking that I'm progressing, but I'm there only. Okay, then there is calmness, there is rest, there is peace, there is happiness. You see, because all this has ended in your mind, to become, to reach, and everything has ended. It became peaceful. And surprisingly, if you can do very seriously, if you can relax very, very thoroughly and be happy, if you can really say, okay, for a moment I want to take rest, I want to stop. And if you can really do, without your knowing, you can see that you are progressing. Even you are not giving much importance to the progress, because you have eliminated becoming. But if you take rest, if you gather your energy, if you are seeing where your energy is getting drained out in conflicts, this and that, if you can see all that, in that, when you stop, actually you progress. This is something you have to do. Don't get satisfied with verbal explanation, but if you do, you can understand. But there is certain beauty when you stop. There is a really certain beauty when you stop. It's not laziness, but you said, okay, leave it, all those things, I will just be aware. Okay, then actually something may begin. Okay, so I can only inform till this point, but please experiment with what I said, and may be wrong. What I said may be invalid or valid. That is something you please discover. Do it, and do it thoroughly. If you are really in conflict and struggling, and if you have a feeling that you are not taking a single step, then stop. Completely try to become somebody. Don't try to become somebody. Stop, relax, and you can see that you will gather energy, and without your knowing, there is fresh understandings about life. From this point, what this guru is telling, you can have a glimpses of it. You can really feel what he is telling about, and slowly without your knowing, you move. Okay, that is so in that way, conflict is really, really dangerous. If you are really conflict, please stop. First, stop, take rest. In that, if you can show that courage, you can see that without your knowing, you are moving ahead. Okay. Yeah, this is why I feel this is very important is this really happened in my life. I used to read Jiddu Krishnamurti for 15 years. This is happened to me, and somewhere I got this glimpse of insight, and then this wastage of energy has stopped in me. So it is just that another person should not waste all such time and energy. With that sense, I am presenting this to you. Okay, please give a thought and try to understand more thoroughly. Please try to go beyond what I said. Try to feel the fact of what is being said. Okay. Thank you for watching my video. Bye.